There is so much drama going on with the Queen of Kings YouTube channel, starring Rose Miller and her Caucasian husband, Brett. When you look at their channel, hey, they are a vivacious, vibrant young couple with a lot of hope for people who are, looking to get into interracial dating or just dealing with someone outside of your community. Rose Miller did it, so obviously another person, most notably a woman, can also do it too. It seems like they may not have that many problems, but unfortunately, they do. And that's interesting because Rose Miller refuses ever to date black men again. She considers black men or African-American men to be very problematic, and going over to a white man has been her saving grace. More on that in a minute. She did stop by Tasha K last week to talk about this, and Tasha K held her accountable many times during the interview.
You literally put down black men to put up your white husband.
When did I do that?
Cuss him out. Because your attitude, I'm going to be honest with you, is the reason why a lot of black men don't want to be up with us, right? You're giving that same attitude that black men complain about to a white man. You would probably prefer to be with a black man, and that's why you're angry. And I find that among
I don't
black
desire
men.
it.
Yeah,
I don't desire it.
But you don't
My
desire
options
it.
are open, Tasha.
So you're dating white men by default because of how black men have treated you.
I'm 29. I'm not ugly. I don't have a problem.
I'm saying nothing about you being ugly. I'm saying that
I know you're not.
I'm
29. I'm not ugly. My options are available. Like I'm not dating.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You may not be ugly, but your attitude and how you gave your husband that business to the world is very ugly. So you could be beautiful,
of course,
and there are a lot of beautiful
arguments.
Listen, there are a lot of beautiful black women that are 1,000. 10, they're 1,000, but they ugly and tainted on the inside based off of them not dealing with their own experiences. Black women have a problem thinking that men are supposed to save them. You save yourself. Once you save yourself, you will attract men from all races, just as I do. I could go into Africa, I could go in America, I could go into Asia and attract any type of man. But for me to isolate my feelings towards one race, and I'm raising a black son.
Oh yes, there is Rose Miller, who is out there again looking for excuses for how things are. Now, Tasha K is going to admit, hey, you're a very beautiful girl, you're a very attractive girl or lady, but your attitude is very problematic. And this is one of the reasons why so many black men are turned off, because of how you act. It's not about how you look. But then this second part of the interview is most shocking.
I was never looking for a white man when I found him. I was actually with a Filipino guy. Actually, at the exact time.
But you found him. He didn't find you. He found you.
I was with the Filipino time at the exact Filipino man at the exact time that I got with my husband, and a black man before that. So I wasn't looking for white men only. I got with one, and now it is my preference. It wasn't before when I found him. Now it is my preference. So it's just preference. Like I don't feel like it's like, oh, you're like stop dating completely. No, it's just my preference. Is your preference black men?
My preference are all men.
Oh, okay, mine too. And
yeah,
so I want that for you, and that's what I'm
but here's the thing: I don't need to put down a black man to put up one. You literally put down black men to put up your white husband.
When did I do that?
Cuss him out. Because your attitude, I'm going to be honest with you, is the reason why a lot of black men don't want to be up with us, right? You're giving that same attitude that black men complain about to a white man. And you're saying, oh, because he takes it, because he's more meek than a black man, because he appears stronger than a black man, then he must be better than a black man. It's no different than a black man that lays up with Becky and says that, oh, black women that is.
Not because of his race. My man is better than any man of any race because he's my husband. But honestly, what I want to say to you is...
Go ahead.
What I want to say to you is, like I said, this isn't about... When did I bash? May you...
Girl, you bashing your videos all the time. I look at your comments.
Where's the example of me of me?
I can put...
Go ahead.
Girl, do you want me to pull would you like to see the receipts of you
I would like to see
praising your white husband to piss off black men because black men did you wrong?
If black men are pissed off, Tasha, they need to do better.
Now, did you hear at the end of the clip she has the unmitigated gall to tell black men that they need to do better, despite the fact that she purposely trolls black men on all of her social media platforms, including with the white guy who understands that she does it too. He's not blameless in this. He's also a part of the effery. But then I got receipts. Since black men need to do better and white men are so much better, how do we explain this?
It's about your daughter. You went to Minnesota or whatever your baby mother is from, and you've been nothing but a deadbeat to your daughter. You knew your daughter. You knew where she was. You did not try at all whatsoever. Let's be honest about the fact that I'm the one that made you see. I'm the one that made you see your daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that when I met you, you was lying about the fact that you had a daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that you are a literal how angry I got when I found out that you can't see that little girl, and I told you to go and get a lawyer and go fight for your daughter. Literally pissed off that you wouldn't fight for your daughter. Let's be honest about the fact that you lie and say she was a one-night stand, but your mother even told me that y'all was together. Let's be very honest.
So wait a minute. Uh-oh, seems like we have a deadbeat dad here. And that's interesting. You're telling black men that they need to do better. But you were complaining about your baby dad doing something very similar, and that your baby dad was jealous of you.
So y'all know I don't usually do videos like this, but it's giving obsessed. It's giving clout chasing, honey. Y'all know I never exposed the name of my baby daddy, right? So now that I reached my 1 million subscribers, yes, a girl is famous or whatever, on YouTube, he's coming out the woodworks, honey. Tell me why his page has been private for years. Now all of a sudden it's public and he's commenting, hey, I'm the baby daddy. My name is Adonis. I'm the baby daddy. I want a piece of the pie. Child. There's all these blog posts about me now. Suddenly hate pages about me because the baby daddy telling people that he been trying to reach me. He can't find my address. And that's why I moved to Hawaii, because I'm running from him. I know you mother lying. And y'all wonder why I switched total side. I jumped ship, honey. After dealing with that shit, yes, I jumped ship. If you know what I mean.
You see, you put your baby dad on child support for doing the same exact thing that your white husband's doing. See, he lied to you about not even having a child. He was a deadbeat, but you're coming after black men, which is very interesting. But let me ask you a question. You're still having problems with Mr. Brett right now, and guess who isn't there? Black men. You see, this unaccountability that goes around with certain people, especially in our community, this is what is so interesting. People just refuse to grow. And again, if you ever hear Rose Miller talk about herself, she'll mention certain things. She's 29, she's beautiful, she's young, she can get anybody that she wants. Okay? Well, if you can get anybody that you want, why are you with a guy that you said you're paying the bills for? Why are you with the guy that you said is a liar and he didn't take care of his first kids? If you can get anybody that you want, then why are you dealing with somebody who has those character issues? And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you why. Because she can't do any better. You see, anybody can say you can get anyone you want. You might get anybody that you like, possibly to spend some attention on you. You might get somebody to spend some money on you. Hell, they might even take you out. They might even pay a bill. They might even take you to a trip to Dubai. But it is clear that you cannot get anybody to stay with you. Not of anybody of any real substance except for this guy. Because if you had that opportunity to do so, we would have seen it. But you don't. And so many ladies like to use that argument. Well, you know, I got opportunities, I got options, and that's just not true. You know, there are so many guys out there who can vouch for that. There are not a lot of rich let me say, are good looking guys are, that a lot of these women want. And those guys that they do want usually are already gone. Most successful men who are either rich, successful, or good looking, or whatever it is, athletic, they're gone right away. You can't tell me that your first choice was a guy that you felt was a deadbeat dad and didn't take care of his kids, who has similar character issues to your first baby daddy, who you're always clowning, talking about he's jealous of you and talking about he don't do nothing for his kids and all of this. And you went and married somebody who happened to be just Caucasian, but 6'5". And guess what? You're still being disrespectful to him as a man. And he deserves it because he plays into that racist stereotype. When she wants to take shots at black men, there he is with his racist behavior. And so he deserves everything he gets, even though he might be, a nice guy under her direction. I'm not sure, but he deserves all that he gets and all the smoke. And now he's dealing with that smoke that a lot of black men are just so glad you're dealing with her. Because I'm telling you, most black men that have anything to say about who they want to deal with or what kind of woman they want to deal with, they can never, ever put up with somebody like that. Never. Not in 1,000 years. And Tasha K was completely right. So black men need to do better. How about you do better, boo? Black men are not on trial right now. You are. You're the one that got black men on your mind, okay? If you weren't doing your trolling content, trying to get back at black men because you have an issue, then it wouldn't be an issue. You would just be another lady in an interracial relationship, but you can't do it without race baiting. You and the guy, Mr. Brett, race baiting here, race baiting there, race baiting everywhere, and then telling somebody to do better. So let me just ask you a question. If they are to do better, what do they get? Somebody like you? And that's what, that's what it is, black men. A lot of people, or some people rather, that talk like this, you see, you need to do better, but the issue is they think that they're okay where they're at. So black men should improve themselves to get with them where they are at because they perfect and they don't make no mistakes. They don't feel like they need to improve for you, which is why black men say, well, you know what am I doing improving myself? Trying to get with a black woman who may come with this particular personality. Now, obviously all black women don't, but a lot of black men have seen it so many times. And black men are like, let me just cast my net into, somewhat of a larger sea, right? That's what a lot of black men do. They cast that larger net. Then these ladies who never develop themselves or improve on their deficiencies, they take that same attitude to who? The non-black man, the white man, the Indian man. And it's up to that guy if he wants to stick with it and deal with it or not. And I think the only reason why the guy Brett is there is because there's a financial reason why he's there. If he wasn't getting that kind of money with her, he'd probably leave. And don't worry, he soon will. He gonna get tired of that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.